Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learning the first PUC Business Studies subject. Before that, I am going to introduce myself. I am Kumar. I am handling that first PUC Business Studies subject. Today in this session or today in this class, we are going to learning or knowing what are the syllabus and what is the weightage we have in our first PUC Business Studies subject. Coming to that, in Business Studies subject, we have that part 1 and part 2. I will explain you the part 2 in the after explaining of part 1, and at the end of the video I am going to display you that what is that the book you have to going to purchase. In Business Studies we have that two books offered by, one is Government of Karnataka and second one NCERT board, that is class 11. Coming to that syllabus, here we have that part 1. First chapter we have that business, trade and commerce. For this chapter, total weightage is 7 marks. This 7 marks, how we can allocate? Section A 1 marks, section B 1 marks, and 4 marks 1 question, that is section C, we can expect for the final examination. And coming to that, forms of business organization. In the first chapter, we are learning why the business is important and what is the trade and what is it regarding to the concept or subject of commerce. You all have taken that commerce course, but majority of them, what they are thinking, the commerce means it is a accountancy. No, actually the commerce means it is a business studies. They are calling as another name, call it as a business studies, or as we can call it as commerce. All that the introduction part we are learning in the chapter number 1, and coming to the chapter number 2, you have that idea about that the bakery or partnership or Infosys company or Wipro company. This all comes in separate category. You should know that in which category it will come. Suppose take it as an example, bakery. Bakery will comes in the sole proprietorship. That means in the second chapter we are learning different forms of business organization. Like we have the 5 forms of business organization. The first one is sole proprietorship or sole trading concern. It means the single person investing the capital, carrying the business, whatever the profit or losses will come, he will going to bear or he will going to take. That means single person or single proprietor running the business. That is the first form in second chapter. Second one, partnership form. Partnership means the two person will going to invest in the capital. It may be equally, or it may be one person will invest more amount, another person will invest less amount. Based on that, they will going to share the profit. That is called partnership form. Next one, the oldest form of business organization we have that it is in the only in India. It is nothing but Hindu undivided family business. That means the Hindu religion, they are going to carry the business. That means the Hindu family, that is the undivided family. You should supposed to understood what is undivided. That means from the 3 generation of the people, they are living together and carrying the business is called Hindu undivided family business. This is the third form of business organization. And fourth one, cooperative society. The main objective of cooperative society, it is nothing but service motive. And the last one we have joint stock company, is nothing but MNC company, multinational companies. These all the 5 forms we are learning in the second chapter, that is forms of business organization. In the first PUC Business Studies, the more weightage and more important chapter, that is called second chapter, because it carries totally 19 marks. This 19 marks, 2 8 marks question we can expect, and 1 marks and 2 1 marks question we can expect in the examination. And coming to the third chapter, private, public and global enterprises. Here private, that means the capital invested by the private persons, carried by the private persons, and all the decisions is taken by the single person or a group of persons. This form or this business we are calling as a private. Public, that means the capital invested by the government. It may be state government or central government, or maybe the both of government they can invest the capital. This is called public company. And global enterprises, that means, take it as a best example, KFC company. That means the KFC, it is basically from the US, that is the other country company. They have situated, or they have established, or they have started a different branches in a different countries. That means one company, different branches. This we can call it as a global enterprises. From the third chapter, we can expect totally 7 marks. 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks question is 1, and 4 marks question is 1. Coming to that fourth chapter, business services. The business services, whatever that we are going to learning like a product. Product means we can see, we can touch, we can feel it. But coming to that services, services we cannot see, we cannot touch, but we can feel. Like the group of friends, they went for movie, to watch a movie. After that watching, or they have some feeling, that means they have that some entertainment. This entertainment we can call it as a entertainment services. From this chapter we can expect 15 marks. This 15 marks, 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks question is 1, 4 marks question is 1, and 8 marks question is 1. And moreover, the important topics like banking and insurance, transportation, warehousing, communication, this all the topic we are learning in the chapter number 4. And coming to the chapter number 5, emerging modes of business. Emerging is nothing but recent trends in the business. Take it as a best example. Before that 10 years back, or before that 5 years back, the people will going to purchase the goods and services. They are going to visit it to the shop. But at presently, the many of them, it like the important is the time. That means they are sitting at home. They are ordering with the using of online or internet through the e-commerce websites. That means like a Flipkart or Amazon or Snapdeal or Alibaba.com. Different websites they are going to using. That is called e-business, electronic business. That means buying and selling of goods and services. It takes place internet. That is called e-business. And in this chapter we are expecting 7 marks. 1 marks question is 1, and 2 marks question is 1, and 4 marks question is 1. And coming to that part 1, the last chapter, that is 6th chapter, social responsibility of business and business ethics. Social responsibility. What is called social responsibility? Who should follow the social responsibility here? None other than not the public. We are talking about in perspective of business. That means the business has to follow that some rules and regulation, and also they are earning the profit from the customers or from the public. They have to contribute contribute something to the society. Take it as a best example. If it is tsunami or flood happened in Uttar Karnataka or North Karnataka, the Infosys company, they are coming that first to contribute something, or they are going to helping to the people. That is called it as a social responsibility. In COVID time also, the Tata company, Ratan Tata ji, they have contributed crores together to the COVID fund. Understood? And coming to that business ethics. Here we should have a ethics. That means ethics is nothing but it is a trust, or else we should know that what is the right or what is the wrong. If we are doing the work, whether it is a correct or not, we should understand. That is a ethics. The business ethics also, it is a very interesting topic. From this chapter we can expect 7 marks. 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks is 1, and 4 marks question is. Now part 2, already we have learned part 1. The part 1 consists totally 6 chapter or 6 unit or 6 lesson. Coming to that, part 2 consists totally 5 lesson. That means in a first PUC business studies subject, totally you have the 11 chapter. Before that they have the 12 chapter. That means 11 and 12, now they have made it as a combined chapter. They have made it as a 11 chapter. Now coming for the part 2, 7th chapter, formation of company. What is called formation? That means to start, or how to start a company. What is the procedure, or what are the steps we have to follow to start a company? Here, which company we are talking about that? We are talking about that MNC company. That means our joint stock company. Already you have learned, already I have explained in the second unit, forms of business organization. We have learned, or we are learning that joint stock company. Here we are going to forming or to start up the company. This chapter totally 7 marks. How we can expect this 7 marks? 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks is 1, and 4 marks is 1. Coming to the 8th chapter, that is sources of business finance. Sources. What is called sources? Take it as a best example. I want to start a business where I can get money. In whatever the sources I have to get or I have to borrow, like I have my own saving, or I'm going to take the bank loan, or I can borrow the money from the friends or family or relatives. Like we have the different sources in general life. What about the business? The business also we have that long-term sources and short-term sources. I will explain you in detail when I am coming to the sources of business. Here also, this chapter is very important. It consists, we can expect 19 marks. This is also very important for the final examination. How we can expect this 19 marks? 1 marks is 1, 2 marks is 1, 4 marks question. In section C, we can expect 2 questions and 1 8 marks question. Totally 19 marks. And coming to the 9th chapter, small business. This small business, or from the small business we can expect totally 7 marks. Small business. How we can decide small business, medium business or low scale business? It depends upon the capital investment or number of employees while they are working in a company. If I invest 10 rupees, we can call it as a small business. If I invest 50 rupees, I can call it as a medium business. If I invest 100 rupees, I can call it as a low scale business. Like it depends upon the capital investment. From this chapter, we can expect totally 7 marks. 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks question is 1, and 1 4 marks question. And coming to the 10th chapter, internal trade. Internal trade. That means the buying and selling of goods and services, it takes place within the country. That means if I want to sell my products, I will not going to reach, I will not going to sell to other country, I will not cross my country border. Within that India, I can take that activity of trading, that is buying and selling of goods and services. Like in this chapter, you are learning retailers, wholesalers and different types of wholesaler and retailers and different shops in India. All this we are learning in the chapter. From this 15 marks, 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks is 1, 4 marks is 1 and 8 marks is 1. And last chapter, international business. From this chapter we can expect 14 marks, 8 marks is 1 and sometimes they may supposed to ask 4 marks 1, 2 marks is 1 and 1 marks is 1. What we are learning in international business, in 10th chapter we have learned the buying and selling of goods and services in the within the boundary. Here it is just opposite. We are taking the trading activity. That means buying and selling of goods and services, it takes place out of the country or out of the boundary. These are the chapters or syllabus you are going to learning in the first PUC business studies. And coming to the exam pattern or how you can write in the exam in the final examination. Like totally you have that 139 marks. In that you have to write 100 marks itself only. In coming classes I will explain you in detail in which topic or in which chapter what is the important questions and answers, and also I will forward the notes. You can just copy the notes in the 200 pages long notebook, and in the last moment I will display you the textbooks of first PUC business studies. Thank you.